We're back.
Okay, we're right back.
And anyway, yeah, it's like my work started to pick up right after that, so whenever I got home, I was just tired. Could not process the thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't read it nearly as fast as I thought that I would.
Because you read Blood World within a week.
I did.
And how well do you reckon that was written?
That was written very well as well. Maybe not quite as well. Like, I could kind of tell that it was a first novel. Which isn't to say that it was bad in any way. It was a good read. I very much enjoyed it. Whereas, this Five Nights at Freddy's book, which I will argue is slightly better written, I'm not enjoying at all. I've mostly just been sad.
Really?
This isn't a fun experience for me.
Has it been like a tearing up set, or just one?
Oh, I teared up on the train. I was crying.
Really?
I must have looked like a goddamn crazy person.
Fucking really?
Reading a book about a horror franchise and crying about it on the train. I must have looked like a goddamn crazy person. I cried on the train. Like, I wasn't bawling out with, like, snot running down my face, but I was crying on the train.
The least fucking sensitive person I know.
It's a goddamn memorial for, like, a kid who died at, like, 6 or something. How is that supposed to not get to me?
How do you die in this? Because I know there's several ways they, like, explain it through the games. One, they actually got trapped in the
this one, it's a purple guy.
Yeah.
Like a human purple guy. I would have already scanned that.
Like, was he killed by a purple guy, or was he killed when he got stuffed into the suit?
I haven't gone that far yet, but it was definitely purple guy who did it.
Okay.
Like, it was a human being doing the killing. And, like, the whole plot about them finding, like, the most recent, like, Freddy's place is strange. Because, like, it got built over by, like, a mall, and, like, they thought it would get knocked down, and they went to, like, the abandoned mall that never got finished.
Mm-hmm.
And,
They're just sitting there?
like, yeah, it was, like, it had been built around in the walls.
Oh, it was gonna be like...
Like, they built a box around it, and then built a mall around the box. Like, and it's just like, that's not a thing that happens. Like, I get that you need a reason for it to
Well, when you first
there.
started explaining it, it sounded like they were just gonna make it like an extension to the mall, like, actually just have the actual restaurant in
No, the murder that closed down this second, timeline. There was original Freddy's, which was just a tiny family diner.
Yep.
There was the main character's twin brother got killed at that one, and that closed down. And then like a real Freddy's opened, and what am I saying? What happened next? And then there was like I think like 4 or 5 murders at that one, like and it like within like a really short time span, and then that got shut down, and now it's like maybe like 12 years after that.
Okay.
And like all the kids are like almost graduating, like finishing high school. Like one's even heading off to college early, and
Are you ready?
they
Do you think
like they've come back to that town because most of them moved away after what happened when one of their friends got killed, and like they're going back for the memorial for that kid, and a scholarship's getting started in his name or whatever, and like that's why all the friends are there, and they end up trying to find the old Freddy's place, and then they do because the mall got built around it, which just isn't a thing that happens. I get that they need like an excuse for it to still be there, but that's not how buildings are dealt with.
No.
That seems like a safety hazard. But yeah. And yeah.
So it's sad.
Yeah. Oh, the whole book is just so depressing. And like the girl who's the main character, she lives with her aunt now. And like it doesn't explicitly say what happened to her dad. So like maybe I'm wrong. But it's very much hinted at that he killed himself. Like he just shot himself after all those kids got killed. At like his diner. After
That would drive a fucking nuts.
at his second diner, the first of which his own son got killed at. And it's just horrifying. Like, it's so depressing.
Well, the actual series is depressing.
Ugh. Well, I don't want to play it.
Like I said before, I don't like the gameplay, I like the storyline.
Yeah. Well,
Have you
then,
been watching much of the MatPat stuff about it?
the Five Nights at Freddy's one. Yeah, I think I've seen them all.
Because it is, for lack of a better word, schizophrenic.
Yeah, like because in that I'm pretty sure he came up with like
There's like
he's
6
come up with
possibilities of like who the purple guy is.
several different. I can't get over that, can I?
Like the first kid's not in like Five Nights at Freddy's, well, the kid's not lobotomized, or else he wouldn't actually find these things as a threat. Basically.
Yeah.
Because apparently when you lobotomize, your fear thing's gone. So we just look at something that would be super scary to a person.
The lobotomized people don't feel anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just in a pond. Okay.
Not fun in here.
Anyway, yeah. What were we saying?
The Matt had stuff about
Yeah.
Snap.
Yeah. Like each video, he came up with like a different conclusion about stuff. But I don't think that was his fault. So much new stuff got released with every game, and it definitely contradicted some other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I told you to go to your cells.
Like what he said about what Scott Cawthon, yeah. What the Five Nights at Freddy's dude said about the book was that it's just a different continuity.
Yeah.
Just because fuck it.
I am stronger than you, little man.
It's actually been said, I've read, that people actually prefer the book's continuity to the game continuity.
Yeah.
Only because it makes more sense and it's just in one
Yeah.
thing.
It doesn't have anything to contradict anything else.
Like, I like the idea of, like being, like, so many people being suspected as the purple guy. And, like, we won't actually know who the actual killer is. I find that interesting. Like, how many people you could, like, put the blame on, you would never know exactly who it was.
Oh, yeah. I get what you're saying. But,
like, there's a lot of that going in Yahtzee's new book, The Will Save You Galaxy for Food.
Yeah.
Like, the main guy that they're trying to track down, you never see, you never hear of.
Oh, yeah.
So many people are suspecting of being him. Basically.
Oh, he's like a
Yeah, because...
a secret identity kind
yeah.
of villain. Oh, shit. You distracted me.
And you never find out who the main character's actual name is, because apparently got changed that many times as well. You don't listen to audiobooks, do you?
No.
Never felt any...
Listening to that much of someone else's voice would just make me uncomfortable. I don't like people.
I like it because I'm on the go basically all the time, so that's where...
So it makes sense for you.
And it's read by Yahtzee himself. So you know exactly how the characters are supposed to act.
Yeah.
There's no interpretation to that whatsoever.
That is interesting.
But yeah, it's like a 10-hour book.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it takes a while to, like... Because, like, when you're reading yourself, you can read at your own speed.
Yeah.
But, like, when you're reading out to someone, you have to make it slow so that they understand you.
Like, I can read a lot faster than I can talk.
Yeah, same.
Like, I can go, I can finish a page within a couple of seconds.
Well, I wouldn't say that, and I don't believe you.
Well, not
But,
a couple of seconds, but...
It doesn't take too long.
No.
And,
Did you have any speed readers in your books? Because you just look over them and you just see them, like, read, like, just down and just flick.
I never really paid attention to that.
Because apparently you can teach yourself how to speed read, and basically you can just read the whole book by just looking down the middle of, like, the page.
Yeah?
And going up.
I've heard that you can teach yourself to speed read. Because, most of the reason people read slowly is supposed to be that, is that, you actually, like, sort of say the word out loud in your head.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. And, like, your brain doesn't actually need you to do that. It just needs to absorb the word.
Mhm. Yeah.
I know
Like,
Jacob
you'll do, like...
speed reads.
What?
Jacob, he speed reads.
Oh, yeah. This one big, bloody big fight.
Really?
What?
Save me from the evil bat.
Oh. Okay.
Is it one of those things where she's, like, even though it says it's empty, she's got, like, a sliver of health left?
Yeah, I think it's just basically a second health bar. God damn it.
But yeah, like, when he reads it, he does the voices for the characters as well.
Yeah.
So it's quite funny to look at. But yeah, it's one of those things. It's sci-fi.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like written in a way that you would find quite amusing. So I'll try to find the book of that.
Yeah.
It's a recently released book as well. It like came out on the 17th.
Yeah. Yeah. It Yeah, I know it was recent.
He's trying to hurt me.
Come on, just die already. God damn. I'm Batman. You can't beat me. It's my game.
I'll choke the life out of
Ah. This is very annoying.
Hmm.
Oh, see? She's got a second health bar, yeah.
Well, anyway,
Right.
did you want to keep going this until you actually beat her?
No, no.
No.
It'll take forever.
Stay in the edge of your seats.
See
We'll
ya.
be back soon.